Perfect.
Welcome back to Life of Birch. This is Birch, and today we are here with my 1992 VFR750. If you're familiar with the channel, you know that I laid it on its side a couple weeks ago. So much for my nice pristine bike, and bent the clutch lever pretty good. So I have ordered some MZS tuning levers off of Amazon. So these are just the $30 typical eBay, Amazon levers, but I'm cheap and I figured why spend $100+ on name brand levers if I can get these instead. And as you can see, hopefully see, the quality on these is actually a lot better than I was expecting. Got the clutch lever there, brake lever here, and these are the shorty levers, so they're actually a little bit longer than I was expecting them to be. But as you can see, it'll line up right there and be decently shorter than the stock levers. So they look pretty good so far, but I've actually never installed levers before, but it's pretty easy to do. You need minimal tools. All you need is a 10mm either socket and or wrench, flathead screwdriver, and some sort of grease to grease up the pivot points. So we're gonna get started here. Should only take a couple minutes, and in the meantime, if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully this helps you. All right, so we're gonna get started here on the clutch side first, since that's the one that I bent all up. First things first, you got to take it off. Obviously, all it is a flathead screwdriver right there. Loosen that up, and then a 10mm right under here. You just loosen both of those up, and we'll take it from there. All right, now that both of those are off, it just pops out right like that, and you can see right here, that is the pin that pushes in the actual clutch. So here is a comparison of the two levers. As you can see, they look a little bit different in that this one has the pin, this one does not. That's because you're going to be reusing the pin from the stock lever. So you're just going to want to slide that out, and then this little disc part right here, oop, pops out, and those are the two pieces that you'll need right here. Gonna go ahead and clean those up, spray some white lithium grease on them or whatever grease that you have, and then put them into the new lever. All right, so once you have it greased up, you just want to take this part, make sure the hole is facing outwards, slide that right in like so, and then I re-greased the pin on the side that goes into the clutch. That way it doesn't get stuck at all. Then you slide the other end right back in there. All right, so once it's together and you wipe off the excess grease on the top and the bottom, it slides right back together just like how it came out. So you want to make sure the pin goes right back in there, and then it just slides right back together like so. And then just reverse what you did before. Take this pin and put that down through and tighten that up, and then put that on the bottom, and you should be good to go. All right, so you want to make sure it's snug but not super tight. Make sure that the lever still goes in and out the way it's supposed to. So we're good there. Then just throw this right back on the bottom. Again, make sure it's snug but not too tight. Make sure you still got the full motion. All right, so we're good to go. And as you can see, this is one of the ones that has 6 levels of settings. So this is the furthest away. And then as you click it down towards 1, it gets closer. So you can set that however you like it once you get out riding. All right, and now we're doing the brake side, which as you'll see is pretty similar. You still have your flathead to undo here, as well as underneath here, the 10mm to unscrew before you take everything off. For this one, it's a bit tighter of a fit with these lines here, so I'm just gonna use a good old-fashioned wrench instead of the socket. Get it loose and then take it off with your fingers the rest of the way. Go ahead and set that aside. And then your flathead for this one again. That pops right out. And then once again, you're just gonna slide that out and it comes right out. All right, then you're just gonna take it, slide that right back in. And if you hear that little clicking, I don't know if you can or not, that's just a switch right here that tells the bike if the brakes are on or off. So you're gonna slide that right in, drop the pin back through, making sure that everything's all nice and lined up. Tighten it down, making sure it's snug but not too tight. Test it out if you want. And you always want to make sure also that this part is not compressing that at all until you hit the brakes. That way when you're riding around, it's not heating it up and ending up locking up the front brakes. I've seen some horror stories of that online, so you got to be real careful of it. Then you just take this bad boy, put it right on the bottom where it came from, and then tighten her down. Test to make sure you're still good, and you're done. And again, has the 6 different settings that you can figure out what's best for you. But other than that, in about 5 or 10 minutes, you got yourself some fancy new brake levers. All right, and that's all there is to it. Nice and easy within just 5-10 minutes. Got some new levers on that look great, and I really am impressed with these MZS levers for only 30 bucks. I mean, the fit and finish is great. It is a little jiggly like that, which I had seen on some of the reviews, but 30 bucks compared to like 120 something bucks for name brand, I will take it. So nice and easy. Hope that helped you guys. Of course, once you're done, make sure that you take the bike out for kind of a shakedown test. Make sure that everything's running as it should. Make sure the brakes are not locked up and the wheel's spinning freely and that the clutch works as it should. And if you hear or feel anything weird, pull over. It's better to be safe than sorry and have your front wheel lock up. But if you did it right, hopefully that won't happen. So thanks for watching. Hopefully that helped. If you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.